Hi guys, this is JS Coaching episode number 7. My name is Jenny Sherman. I am the owner, founder, and head coach at JS Coaching. If you are new, just tuning in, this is still a new channel. I would really appreciate it if you would like, share, and subscribe. I try to get new content out on a weekly basis, and I talk about all things coaching, mental performance coaching, and a little bit of executive coaching thrown in. Today, I'm going to be talking about self-talk, specifically how do you reframe or work on negative self-talk and start to move it towards the positive self-talk. So if you're somebody who suffers from a little bit more negative self-talk than positive self-talk, then this is for you. So I'm going to give you three ways that you can kind of start to move your negative self-talk into a more positive state of mind, if you will. So let's get right into it. So if you're somebody who is your harshest critic, if you are, just really tough on yourself, if you are giving everybody else in your life a pass, but when it comes to yourself, you are setting crazy expectations. When you don't meet those expectations, you're just beating yourself up. The first thing that I want you to do is when you have that mean, nasty reel playing in your head, when you are expecting things of yourself that you wouldn't expect of others, I want you to acknowledge. First thing, acknowledge. So, you didn't meet a deadline at work, or you didn't, if you're an athlete, you didn't perform in the way that you wanted to perform. You are not at the place in your career where you wanted to be, whatever it happens to be. And you are just going through taking yourself through the paces in your head. I want you to first be able to acknowledge the thoughts, the things that you're saying to yourself, and realize, okay, wow, I'm saying those things to myself. Okay. Number one, acknowledge. The second thing that I want you to be able to do is I want you to name that critic. Name the mean person in your head. Maybe there's somebody that you didn't care for previously. Maybe you're going to name your critic that, because guess what? You're going to learn to associate the mean stuff in your head with the mean person that you maybe didn't like so much. Maybe there's a name that you've never really particularly liked. Maybe you've always hated the name, I don't know, Barbara. I have no idea. Maybe, you don't like the name, whatever. Pick a name, go through a dictionary or through a naming website for babies. Pick a name you really don't like. Pick a food you hate. You hate asparagus? Name your critic asparagus. Whatever it is, name that thing. And every time you acknowledge and then hear a nasty thought, Debbie Downer, why are you, now your critic has a name. Now your critic is, it has a more tangible feel to it versus just it's you. It is still you, but now you can kind of identify. And then the third thing is, I want you to think like a friend. So we wouldn't talk to our friends this way. We wouldn't talk to our spouses, hopefully. We would talk to our spouses this way. We wouldn't talk to our kids this way. Think like a friend. If you were having this conversation with your best friend, would you ever speak to them in the way that you're speaking to yourself? Would you ever have these thoughts about them? If you were walking down the street, or, if you were in a situation and somebody else spoke to your friend or your loved one in that way, how would you react to that? Think like a friend and start to think about how you could speak to yourself differently. Start to think about how you would react if somebody spoke to your friend or your loved one that way. So those are just 3 things that I want you to give some thought to and try to start implementing in your life when you are having those negative self-talk, self-thoughts. So first thing, acknowledge. Second thing, name that critic. And the third thing, think like a friend. So hopefully this was helpful for you. If you need some help with this, one of many things that I work with my clients on, my link to schedule some time with me on my calendar is always is always located below. Feel free to look for a time that works for you, and I will see you guys soon. Have a great rest of your day.